welcome back to the channel, guys. Farm Sim Snowy here. So Monday the 6th of December, we've got a ton of mods. So I've broken them up into separate pieces or sections, if you want to call it. So all these in front of us are all by Giant Software. I think they've all come over from FS19. We've got a lot of equipment that's come over from what was part of the Vicon and Kverneland DLC, which we'll go through, and then I've got some more spread out as we go as well. So first of all, and I will show you some of them working, but I'm not going to show you all of them because it will take quite a while and I don't want the video being too long. So first of all, we have got this, which was part of the Kverneland Vicon pack, and this is the Kverneland 2500 i-Plough. 13 slots if you're on console. Very nice looking plough. Obviously is what it is. Can create fields with it. And this you will find in the store under tools and under ploughs. Let's go right to the end. There it is. 36,000 to buy. It requires 165 horsepower to run, 2.5 meter wide, and works at 7 miles per hour. Click on there. We've got one option, which is your design, so you can have it standard, which is what I went for, or you can have the Paco mat, which is going to put this edition on there, and that is going to cultivate. But I think it just, I've never actually used it, I think it just cultivates sort of half of it, so you're ploughing some, you're cultivating as you go as well. But that is it. It's 8,000 extra for the Paco mat, and then it goes back to standard. Very nice. So that's the first one. Next up, we've got the new Holland TX32, which was one of the harvesters they used to give you sort of when you're in new farmer mode on FS19. So you get 3 items in this pack. You get the harvester itself, the header, and the header trailer. The header trailer is 11 slots if you're on console. The harvester itself is 53 slots, which is quite hefty, and the header is 15 slots. So pretty cool, nice looking older harvester. So the harvester itself you'll find under vehicles and under harvesters, funnily enough. Right at the end there, TX32, 55,000 base price, 155 horsepower, runs at 15 miles per hour. It will hold 5,600 litres of either wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans or corn. And if we go into here, we can change the wheel brand from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vederstein and back to Trelleborg. We can't change any of the wheel setups, it is what it is. And you've got the option for license plate if you want to. So that is the harvester, and the other bits and bobs, if we go into tools and under headers and go right to the end again, there's the header for the harvester, 4 meter wide, runs at 6 miles per hour. You can only harvest wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybeans and sorghum with this. Click on that. There's no options at all. It just comes like that. 20,000 to buy, which is pretty cool. And then the header trailer, if we stay in tools and come down to header trailers, right to the end again, there it is, TX32 trailer, 1,500 to buy. And again, no options apart from you can put a license plate on there if you want to. So pretty cool. Moving on from there, we've got this. I absolutely love this mod. This is the Kverneland TLX Geospread, which is a fertilizer spreader. It's 19 slots if you're on console. Very cool. this spreads out to 42. It says 42, but I'm pretty sure on FS19 it was 45. But anyway, if we go into tools and we go to fertilizer spreaders, so we have got this Amazon one in game. That will do 42 meters, which is pretty cool. That is only 5 slots as well. If we go right to the end, there's the Kverneland Exacta TLX Geospread TL3900, 26,000 to buy, holds 3,900 litres of fertiliser, and it says there 42 metre spread width, runs at 11 miles per hour. There's no options, that is it. So what I'm going to do is quickly hook up to that one, because I just want to see if it does actually change on the help menu to 45. I'm definitely certain it was 45 on... No, yeah, 42. So anyway, if you're hooked up to it, I do have some fertiliser in here. I'm on PS5. If I do L1 and R3, you can change the working width. You see it's going down. The blue bars are changing, so we can go from 42 down to 36, then 30, 21, 18, and then 15, which is pretty cool. We can open the cover if you want to, and if I just quickly go over here, hopefully it will let me spread some, and that is it. Huge spread width on there. Like I say, I'm sure it was 45 on FS19. I could be wrong. I quite often am, you know. Just ask the wife. Right, next up, I think we'll stay using the tractor. We've got these guys, which come as a sort of pack. This is the Vicon Extra Pack, and it is, the front mower is 15 slots if you're on console, and the rear mower is 19 slots if you're on console. Again, a very good mod that I did enjoy using in FS19. So under tools, into mowers, and there we go, we got them at the end there. So the front mower, the extra 732 FT, is 21,000 to buy, requires 82 horsepower, 3.2 meter working width, and runs at 13 miles per hour. All you can change on these is you can go from the extra blah blah blah, which is basically going from Vicon. If you come across, you can change the brand to Kverneland, so either Vicon or Kverneland. Nothing else changes, just the brand, like so. And then the rear mower, the extra 7100T Vario, base price is 55,000, requires 240 horsepower, 10.2 meter wide, and runs at 13 miles per hour too. Now with this, you can have it as standard, which is this, which is the Vario, but if you want swath dropping, you're going to need to have the Vario BX, which puts another 20 grand on your price, but that will allow you to swath drop. And then again, we can change from Vicon to Kverneland and back, like so. Pretty cool. I'm going to hook up and just show you that, the actual swath dropping, if I can navigate my way around this little maze that I've created. I was trying to get everything in together so I can kind of get some sort of thumbnail going on, but it's quite right. So as you can see, I've already mowed a little bit of the grass. So if we go on the rear mower, L1 and X unfold, so that will unfold. I'll change the front mower again, L1 and X unfolds. I'll start the front one up, L1 and square, and then L1 circle, lower the front down. Let's zoom in a little bit. Change to the rear. Now as you can see at the bottom there, it says select work mode, so we're on wide spreading. if I do R1 and then L3, we can toggle work mode, so it change from wide spreading. And if you watch the rear mower, the little things will go down to create the swath dropping, so we can then go to swath dropping and then left swath, so that lifts one up, so we just do one swath on the left, and then right swath, and then we've got wide spreading, and then back to swath dropping, so they come down like that. So we'll go a bit of wide spreading first. So as you can see, it will just do that. So then you'll need your windrower to pick up. But if we change the work and width to swath dropping, that will now put it in a windrow for us, which is pretty cool. And then if we change it to left swath, that will just chuck in from the left and do a wide spread on the right, and then it's vice versa if we change to right swath, like so. Let's turn the front one off and hook up. We'll drop those down because I don't need them anymore. So that is those guys. Right, what should we do next? Next up, we'll go for this guy, which is a Cedar, and this is the Kverneland DG2 12,000. This is 27 slots if you're on console. Quite a nice big Cedar, as you can see. Lovely detail, all the pipes in the back. And this you will find under tools and under Cedars. We go right to the end. There it is. 168,500 to buy. Requires 230 horsepower. Will hold 6,000 litres of seed. It doesn't hold any fertilizer. It's just seed only. It's not a direct drill either. But 12 metre wide, and it runs at 11 miles per hour. And you can plant wheat, barley, oat, canola, soybeans, oilseed radish, grass and sorghum. No options apart from number plate if you wish to, so it is what it is for 168,500. And then moving on from there, let's go for this. Again, this was another sort of, not a favourite mod of mine, but I did use it quite a lot. This is the Vicon Fastbell. This is 35 slots if you're on console. But what is cool about this is you can just continuously go along creating bales without having to stop and unload. It will just keep going. It will unload automatically. And if you're doing anything but straw, it will wrap them as well, so it's pretty cool. We'll have a look at that in the store, and I think I'll show you that as well. So under tools again, if we come down to balers and go to the end, there it is right at the end. It is a bit pricey, but it is a good bit of kit because you don't have to stop at all. 110,000 to buy. Requires 150 horsepower to run. It will do 125 centimeter bells and runs at 10 miles per hour. And as you can see, we've got the symbols for hay, grass and straw. We do have a few options. We can change the wheel brand from Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein and back to Trelleborg. You can't change the wheel setup on either of them. And like some of the others, we can go from Vicon to Kverneland if you want. And we can change the foil colour. What that's going to do is change the colour of your wrapper when it wraps your bells. So at the minute we're on white, we can go white, black, pink, green or blue. So that changes the foil there at the back, which is pretty cool. Pretty sure blue is a new colour. We didn't have that in FS19, I don't think. So that is the Fastbell. Let's grab our tractor again, and that grass we've just mowed. Or sorry, the grass I've got prepared. we will mow, so we'll hook up. So if I do L1 and X, that folds the baler, so it drops that down ready to go. I'll just get over and I'll show you as well. So we'll line up. So if I do L1 and push up on the D-pad, that turns off the automatic drop. So if you want constant baling, you need to have that on, so we'll turn that back on. Turn the baler on with L1 and square, and then we need to lower our pickup. I'll just zoom in and show you that. L1 and circle lowers that pickup down, and then off we go. Hopefully I've got enough out to create a bell, and with a bit of luck it will chuck it out and we won't even have to stop. There we go, it kind of moves it into the next sort of compartment, and then out it goes, and it's wrapping. We're still baling, we're still moving along, and that will just drop that at the back. Pretty cool. So that is the Vicon Fastbell. And then next up we have another baler. I was going to say I won't show you that one, but I think I will. I'll hook up to it so we're ready to go. Turn that off and we'll jump out. So this is the Pöttinger Impress 125 FC Pro. This is 41 slots, so a little bit hefty as well. On console, very cool as well. It's a bell wrapper as well, and you can go for this option at the back, which basically instead of your bell coming out and rolling down the hill, you've got this little lever that flicks the bell over and stands it on its end. So that's pretty cool. That is an extra option if you want to. So again, in balers all the way to the end, it's this guy here. Requires 130 horsepower to run. Says it does 4,000 litre bells, 125 centimetres wide. Runs at 10 mile per hour. As you can see, grass, hay and straw again. If we go into the options here, got wrapper design. So like I say, at the minute that is just standard, so their bells will just come out and they sort of be on their edge like they would normally, so potential to roll down hills. But we can put with bell on end turner, so you can see it just adds that bit at the end. Like I say, as they come out it will flick that over and it stands your bell on its flat side, so less chance of them running away. Again, we can change the foil colour to exactly the same as what we did before, like so, and you got an option there for the number plate. It does add 2,000 extra on for the end turner if you want to. So we'll jump into the tractor. I think we'll just go along again. Hopefully it will chuck a bale out so we can see it. I'm interested to know if it does that automatically or we have to turn it. Yeah, oh yeah, so turn on automatic drop, so we want that on so we don't have to worry about that. Turn baler on, lower pickup, and then off we go. And with a bit of luck that should tip that bell out without us having to worry about it. Although we will have to stop with this one, because if we carry on, as you can see, we're no longer picking up the grass. So you do have to stop with this one. And a bit of luck, that should chuck that bell out and tip it on its end. Happy days. I do like it when things work. Right, I think I'm done with this tractor now. I won't show you any of the others like that. we're almost done. We're getting there, guys. Next up, we've got a little tedder here. What is this called? This is the Vicon Fanex 604. This is 8 slots if you're on console. Again, part of the Vicon Kverneland DLC. Very cool. In the shop, if we go to tedders and then right to the end, we do have this Fanex 904. But this is the little fellow that we want to look at. 11,000 to buy, 60 horsepower required, 6.1 meters wide and runs at 9 miles per hour. No options, it just is what it is. Very cool indeed. And then next up we've got a Windrower. And this is the Vicon Andex 1304. This is 21 slots if you're on console. Very cool as well again. And in the store, sorry, under tools, Windrowers, go right to the very end. There it is. The Andex 1304 Pro, 52.5 grand to buy. Requires 110 horsepower, 12.5 meter wide though, and runs at 9 miles per hour. Few options with this one. We can change the wheel brand from Trelleborg, BKT, back to Trelleborg. Can't change the wheels themselves though. And then brands you can change from Vicon again to Kverneland if you want. And there is the license plate option if you require it. Very smart. So that was all by Giant Software, all those ones we've just seen. So moving on to some more, we've got a small plough here. This is that brand. I'm not going to say it because I remember Mr. CDP got in trouble for it, which is ridiculous. It is that brand VariMaster 153. This is by MefiuFs. I always wonder if I say that wrong. MefiuFs. I'm not sure if I am saying it right, but there you go. 2 slots. It's a very low, but it is a small plough. Very cool looking indeed though. Obviously you can create your fields as well with that. Very nice. Again, it'll be under tools and then under ploughs. And it's this guy here. 22,000 to buy. Requires 120 horsepower to pull. It's only 2 meter wide and runs at 7 miles per hour. No options. Just as it is. Nice and simple. Very cool. And next we've got a forage trailer. This is the Schuitemaker Siwa 720 and it's by Niklge. This is 6 slots on console. We've got a few options as well we can do, but again, lovely detail. All the rivets you can see and the hoses and pipes. Very cool. So this you'll find under tools and this will be in your trailers all the way to the end. And it's this guy here, 55,000 to buy. Base price. It, like I say, it's just forage, so it will hold grass, sugarcane, wood chips, straw, silage, hay and chaff. If we go into the store, got a few options. So configuration, we're on standard at the minute, which is 45,000 litre capacity. We can change that to extension. That costs us another 3.5 grand, but it bumps up to 48,500. What I like, instead of it going up for the extension, it adds it onto the rear. Look, pretty cool that. I like that. Wheel brands we can change from Trelleborg. No, sorry, I'm still on that. Trelleborg, Michelin, Vederstein, BKTs, and back to Trelleborgs. Trelleborgs don't charge you anymore, but any of the others you'll get 2,100 extra. Can't change the wheels themselves, but we can change the rim colours to anything on here, which is pretty smart. We'll go something a bit blasé. And then we've got the license plates option 2. Try and speak properly. I think what I will do actually is grab that tractor, because there is a couple of little things that we can move about, and it does look quite cool when it unloads. So if we hook up, if I do L1, let me zoom in a little bit better actually. If I do L1 and then up and down on the right stick, we can move the little shutter there at the back. So if you're using like a forage harvester or something like that, it shoots in a little bit better. If I do R1 and then the right stick up and down, it moves the trailer up and down off the drawbar, which is pretty cool. And then I think that's pretty much it. If we unload here, the back opens up, you got the old conveyor unloader, and it flicks everything out, which is very smart. So there you go, that is the Schuitemaker Siwa 720 by Niklge. Next up we've got this huge beast. In fact, this and those silos are both by DD ModPassion. Saves me saying it twice. This is the Cellular Antenna. It's 4 slots if you're on console, and this is going to place it down. It's going to generate you some income. It's 20 per hour. I did change between the modes and it didn't change the price, so I think it's 20 across all 3 economy levels: easy, normal and hard. So there you go. This you're going to find in your build mode, and we need to go across to production and down across to generators, because it's going to generate your money. And then it's just there, Cellular Antenna, as you can see, 20 per hour. I've still got it set on euros, I know. And that's it. It's 1,000 to place down, as if you do that, you can place it wherever you want, obviously as long as you own the land. So that's pretty cool. That's the Cellular Antenna. And then we've got these, and there's quite a few of these, but these are quite cool. These are the placeable silos, like I say, DD ModPassion. But what I like about these, in fact I'll show you in the store first. Well, they're not in the store, they're in build mode again. So for these we want buildings, and then we want to go to silos and come down all the way towards the end. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. So they are silos for storing goods. They all hold 35,000 litres each. They are all 2 slots on console as well. So we've got a silo for bulk. So that's, I'll show you in a second, but that's basically pretty much everything. Then we've got one for seeds, one for solid fertilizer, one for lime, one for road salt, pig food, horse food, and chicken food. So pretty cool. So quite a lot of options. So as you can see, we've got a little symbol up there for solid fertilizer. So basically you can tip in and you can also take out from the pipe. But what is pretty cool is if you come up to the spanner, you look at the help menu, it says refill silo. So if I click L3 for me, we can now fill this up. We can go right up to full capacity, and we can go as low as just 1 litre. So you can put in whatever you like from it. So if we just put in 2,000 litres, it's going to cost us 3,520. Now it's kind of similar sort of prices to what you'll pay in the shop, so it's not like it's really cheap. I've already got a trailer full of solid fertilizer in there. Just to show you, look, we can tip in like so, and if I stay under here, it says start filling in the help menu, and that will fill that up to either the capacity of the trailer or however many litres of whatever you're using is in your silo. So it should technically fill this trailer up, because I'm pretty sure we've added enough in now for that. There you go. How smart is that? Right, this is the bulk one. Again, same setup, tip in, out, pipe. You know what I'm trying to say. So if we go up to this one, refill silo, click on that, and now we've got options. We can go solid fertilizer, wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, olives, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet cut, sugarcane, seeds, total mix ration, forage, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, snow, road salt, lime, pig food, manure, stones, mineral feed, and back to solid fertilizer. So quite a few options, but this comes with a little bit of a warning, because whatever you select, whatever you buy from there, or whatever you tip into it, that is it. You cannot change it. So a prime example I'm going to show you. If we tip in the solid fertilizer, that will be it. We won't be able to buy anything else to fill it up with. It will just only be solely solid fertilizer, which is a little bit of a shame. So I'll just pull out the zone, stop that. So now we should have, see, look, if I move along to wheat, it's saying there is no more storage space. So I'd need to get rid of that solid fertilizer before then I can use anything else with it, if that makes sense. But it's pretty cool. I quite like them. Pretty smart. So they are the placeable silos by DD ModPassion. And I think that is all of them. So quite a few to go through. But there you go. That's the mods for today, 6th of December. Hope you have all enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a like, because I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.